Miss Peretti, please spell syzygy.
Syzygy. S-Y-Z-Y-G-Y, syzygy?
We have a winner!
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
At the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, my parents keep on telling me, just being here is winning, although I know it isn't so.
But it's a very nice, very nice,
Very, very, very nice, very nice beginning.
Our winner here last year, Chip Tolentino. Let's give him a hand. And our youngest competitor, Miss Logan Schwartz in Group and Air.
At the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Game, we all stand when they announce my name.
Leave Pony Bear.
And try and keep from shaking.
He's shaking round the path.
Because it's a very big, very broad, simple, but it's not. It's a very big undertaking.
Returning after last season's tragic setback, William Barfy.
It's pronounced Barfay. There's an accent in you.
I'm not sure who this girl is.
Marcy Park. Winners at the nation. Washington, D.C.
Last was in a fancy hotel.
Where they treat you well.
All because you love to spell. We spell.
It's a marvelous memory. If you in the spelling bee, one's life improves from A to Z. The minute you are crowned here, I see a trophy held by me. But when I won, did I swell all the stories I could tell? But braggarts won't do well around here. Hi, do you know where I check in?
I've marked off this area with invisible tape.
At the 25th annual, we memorized the manual about how to spell these words, words that require thought. People think we're automatons, but that is exactly what we're not. We hear the word, we breathe, we wait. Unlike idiots, we idiot.
Idiot is to form an image or idea, to think.
At the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee,
We feel no animosity. And yet our heads are spinning.
we are the slightest bit bizarre.
Time is now.
Holy cow!
We should take a fall about it. Concentrate on winning. We concentrate
On winning. At the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, we speak so damn convincingly.
They're nervous, but they're really
This is a very nice, very nice, very, very, very nice, very nice, very nice, very, very, very nice, very nice. Beginning.
25th annual.
25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Now I'd like to please ask you all to turn off all cell phones and other distracting electronic devices. And please store away all cameras. Sorry, no photos at the bee.
Now it seems there are a few spellers who haven't checked in yet, so if I call your name, please stand up and make your way to the floor. Naveed Kadarzi, Miss Abby Hood, Miss Sterling Goddard, and Miss Danielle Silks. And I'll need to speak with Miss Olive Ostrovsky.
I'm Olive. Miss Ostrovsky, it seems we haven't received your entrance fee. Entrance fee? Yes, did the school not tell you about the $25 entrance fee? Is your mother here maybe? Or your dad?
My dad had to go to work. He's gonna try to come later.
Who brought you to the beat here?
The bus?
All right, we'll discuss the fee later. Take your seat.
Hey, Marcy, don't be nervous. Just watch what I do.
Don't worry, I'm not nervous. Hey, have you ever been in a black gymnasium before with no windows?
I've never been in a gymnasium before.
What school do you go to?
Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the children you see on stage here today are here because of their extraordinary ability and love of language. But only one of them can go on to compete in the National Spelling Bee. And this year, for our silver anniversary, our local sponsors, the Putnam optometrists, are offering this year's winner a $200 savings bond toward his or her future education. But remember, to get here, each child had to win.
Oh, but I didn't win
Or
myself.
place in their very own District B. So each child is already a winner.
Already a winner.
Hello, I'm Ronalisa Peretti, and I'm pleased to be back for my 9th consecutive year as your host. Unfortunately, our usual word pronouncer, Superintendent Spriggs, has been caught in PCH traffic. So please join me in welcoming back Vice Principal Douglas Panch from Lake Hemingway Dos Passos Junior High. Vice Principal Panch is returning to us after a 5-year hiatus. So thank you, Douglas, for stepping in on such short notice.
Thank you, Rona. And I'd like to say, as to my incident 6 years ago, I'm in a much better place now. It's amazing what a change of diet can do for a man. Thank you.
Wonderful.
And may I also add that Miss Peretti here is not only one of Putnam County's top realtors, but she's also a former spelling bee champ herself.
Third annual.
Syzygy.
Syzygy, when the earth aligns with the moon and the sun.
Beautiful. And now for the Pledge of Allegiance led by our comfort counselor, Miss Margaret M. Mahoney.
Miss Midge Mahoney is doing her community service work with us today.
I think you so.
Get up. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, spellers. Please be seated. Thank you, bitch.
And now for the official spelling bee rules.
A speller
A speller
may ask questions
may ask questions.
about the word's pronunciation or its definition.
Definition
Use in a sentence
in a sentence.
and its language of origin.
Language of origin.
If you start to spell a word, you may start over.
But the sequence of the letters already spoken may not be changed.
If you misspell a word,
Misspell a word,
you will ring
ring
the bell. And the conference counselor,
Mitch Mahoney.
will escort you off stage.
Now, examiners and spellers.
Yes.
Before anyone is disqualified, and before proceedings turn snide, and contestants
without further ado, we will let the spelling begin with Miss Schwartz-Grubeneer.
Miss Logan Schwartz-Grubeneer is head of the Gay Straight Alliance Club at her elementary school.
Strabismus.
Strabismus. May I please have a definition of that word?
The inability of one eye to obtain binocular vision with the other because of an imbalance of the muscles of the eyeball.
And use it in a sentence, please.
In the schoolyard, Billy protested that he wasn't cockeyed. I suffer from strabismus, he said, whereupon the bullies beat him harder.
Notice how she writes the word on her forearm to get a visual before she reads it out loud.
Strabismus. S-T-R-A-B-I-S-M-U-S. Strabismus.
That is correct. Mr. Conybear.
Mr. Lee Conybear was second runner-up in his Putnam Basin District.
Rob, will you tell Lee he has a phone call, please? Lee phone!
Thanks, I got it. Hello, Lee speaking. Uh-huh. 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 I get to represent the basin in the B? Ha, no way. Mom, Dad, Marigold, Brook, Pinecone, Raisin, Landscape. Paul, you're not gonna believe this.
What's up, Lee?
I made the finals in the county spelling bee.
Honey, you came in third.
I know. But they just called and said the person who came first has to go to the bar mitzvah. And while the person who came second, they have to attend the bar mitzvah. So they want me to do it.
You understand, all the other kids will have won all their district B's.
But
Capybara.
What?
Capybara.
Is that a word?
That is a word, yes.
No way. What does it mean?
A tailless, largely aquatic South American rodent, often exceeding 4 feet in length.
Awesome. What else can I ask?
You can ask for the word's language of origin or for the word to be used in a sentence.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. Don't look now, Pedro, but I think that tailless, largely aquatic, 4.5-foot rodent swimming next to you may be a capybara.
Wow. That didn't help at all.
Are you ready to spell the word, Mr. Conybear?
Nah, but it was fun to come here. Hi guys, my whole family's here, so you know that's pretty. Oh! C-A-P-Y-B-A-R-A. Capybara?
That is correct.
This?
Miss Ostrowski.
I can't believe it. You believe I got that right? And that why?
Miss Ostrowski came in second in her school's Halloween contest.
I was roadkill.
Boanthropy.
Boanthropy. May I have a definition?
The delusion that one has become an ox.
Excuse me. Please, sir, can you not sit in that seat? I saved a chair for my dad in the back row on the aisle. And it may take him a while, but when he gets here, that's his chair. 'Cause my mother's in an ashram in India. I saved a chair for her too, but it's really symbolic, as daily she cleanses herself with the Ganges. And I live in a house with an oversized dictionary that I read as a girl on the toilet.
Boanthropy.
Is that from the Latin root bo, meaning ox, and from the Greek root anthro, meaning man?
Sure.
I love my dictionary, and I love the
uses technique.
What you do not understand is once I say it, then I've said it.
And so much to her credit, she talks into her hand and turns aside.
So I will not make a mistake and be disqualified. Boanthropy. Boanthropy. Boanthropy.
That is correct. Mr. Godarzi.
Mr. Naveed Godarzi won the 2015 League of Legends competition.
Snicker.
May I please have a definition?
To give a smothered or half-suppressed laugh.
May you use it in a sentence?
Timmy snickered, causing him to choke on his Snickers.
Snicker. S-N-I-C-K-E-R, Snicker?
That is correct. Miss Goddard.
Miss Sterling Petunia Goddard can reenact the entirety of The Last Airbender.
Kinnikinnick.
May I have it in the definition, please?
A tobacco of dried leaves and bark smoked by Indians of the Great Lakes region.
And may you please use it in a sentence?
Puffing on his kinnikinnick, Chief Littlefeather took in the quiet serenity of the valley and said, Here we will put the casino.
Kinnikinnick. K-I-N-I-K-I-N-I-C-K.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is K-I-N-N-I-K-I-N-N-I-C-K. That is incorrect.
Goodbye, you were good but not good enough. So please don't ask why. Simply say goodbye.
Mr. Barfy?
Oh, it's pronounced Barfay.
Mr. Barfay has a rare mucous membrane disorder.
Lugubrious.
Lugubrious, yes, of course, meaning extremely sad and droopy.
More or less, yes.
A topic I am all too familiar with. One moment, please.
Now check this out. He calls it the magic foot, and he's the only one I've ever seen use it. First, he spells the word on the ground with his foot before reading it out loud. Incredible.
Lugubrious. L-U-G-U. Lugu. B-R-I-O-U-S.
Lugubrious.
That is correct.
I know.
Miss Hood.
Miss Abby Hood can stand on her head.
Mexican. Excuse me, only the speller at the microphone is allowed to repeat the word. Thank you.
Can I have the definition?
A resident of Mexico, or an American slang term for anybody from Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, South America, or Spain.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Potato chips. The Mexican lettuce.
Mexican, M-E-X-I-C-A-N.
That is correct. Miss Park.
Miss Marcy Park is new to our county, having placed 9th in nationals last year as a representative of Virginia.
You're from Virginia? It's a beautiful country.
Miss Park, the word is phylactery.
Phylactery. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
Thank you. Can I have the definition, please?
Either of two small square leather boxes containing religious text, traditionally worn on the left arm by Jewish men during morning weekday prayer.
Thank you. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Billy, put down that phylactery. We're Episcopalian.
Phylactery. Phylactery. Phylactery.
That is correct. Mr. Tolentino.
Slam dunk from Park.
Hey, you were at Nationals. Remember me?
I only remember the top 10.
Charlito, Chip Tolentino, is a Little League baseball pitcher with a wicked 22-mile-an-hour screwball.
Wow.
Omphaloskepsis.
Wait a second, did the girl that can stand on her head just get Mexican?
Yes, and you got omphaloskepsis.
But are those rated at the same level of difficulty?
They're both level 1 words, yes.
Omphaloskepsis.
Yes.
Can that also be pronounced omphaloskepsis?
It can, but it would be wrong.
Omphaloskepsis. Omphaloskepsis. Omphaloskepsis.
That is correct.
He rallies and nails it. That's what it means to be champion.
Miss Silks.
Miss Danielle Silks is the real Dairy Queen.
Speaking of Dairy Queens, your word is cow.
Cow?
Excuse me. The microphone is allowed to speak.
Can you give me the definition, please?
Cow?
It means cow.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I thought you were the dairy.
Please spell cow.
Cow. C-O-W, cow.
That's correct.
My mind, that word sober on it.
I want words that live.
Mr. Tony Bear.
Semper Fi. I feel supersonic.
Journal. That's correct. Mr. Tolentino.
Life is random and unfair. Life is pandemonium.
Staphylococcus.
Really? That's the reason we despair. Life is pandemonium. Life is pandemonium.
Broccoli.
I knew that word.
I knew that word.
God damn it. It is such a dilemma. Where should we begin? Love and balance don't necessarily like this and
Miss Park. Antediluvian. Mr. Parky. Eloquent.
Damn white fights, but I like competition.
Miss Ostrowski. Schematic. Can somebody spell crayon?
that's the reason we despair. Life is pandemonium. Life is pandemonium.
Dinosaur.
I knew that word. I knew that word. I knew that word. God damn it. It is such a calamity. Where should we begin? Love and balance don't necessarily like this pandemonium. Like this pandemonium. Life is random and unfair. Life is pandemonium, 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 yes it is. Yeah!
Miss Schwarzenegger.
Marcus Logan Schwarzengrubenier has proposed a constitutional amendment lowering the voting age to 10.
Cystitis.
Cystitis. May I please have a definition of that word?
An inflammation of the urinary bladder.
And use in a sentence, please.
Sally's mother told her it was her cystitis that made her special.
Cystitis. I think I studied this one with my dad.
Segway.
S-E-G-U-E.
Good. Siphon.
S-I-P-H-O-N.
Good. Cystitis. No. Think.
C.
Good.
I.
No, Logan, are you concentrating?
Dad.
Maybe it's time for a break.
Dan, we're in the middle of a word here.
You know she can't spell well when her blood sugar's low.
We need to build up her stamina. That beat could last up to 3 hours.
Don't talk to me about stamina, Carl.
Daddy conference, now.
No, Dad. Let me get this one first.
We need a spelling now, Logan.
Cystitis. C-Y-S-I-T-I-T-I-S. Cystitis.
That is correct. Mr. Coney Bear.
Mr. Coney Bear makes his own clothes.
A coochie.
A what?
Listen to the whole word, please. A coochie.
A spelling bee. What does it mean?
A South American rodent of the genus Myroprocta, resembling an agouti.
It's funny how I keep getting South American rodents.
Hilarious.
Look, honestly, I don't know this word. I've never heard it before, and I got no idea how to spell it.
So, would you like to forfeit your turn, Mr. Coney Bear?
Why don't you give it your best shot?
I'm not that smart. My siblings have been telling me that for years. That I'm not smart. Schooled at home, they see who's bright. It breaks my heart. Not that smart. Hey, you know what? You know what? Guess what? I have a gentle personality, which you'll all agree is anathema to my more aggressive family. Everyone keeps swatting. Dumb kid! Everyone keeps yelling. Dumb kid! How could a flea such as me think he'd be good at spelling? How? I don't know. I like my hair. Really, it is pleasant to the touch. I toss my hair a bit too much. It doesn't move, it simply sits. I make a heart, I'm not that smart. Da 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 da. Doodle 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 do do do. Coney Bear. I've forgotten the word.
Oh my god! It's a coochie!
Oh, yeah, right. The rodent resembling the other rodent. What was it? Oh, A-C-O-U-C-H-I. A coochie.
That is correct.
I might be smart. My siblings can't believe that I got it right. But I got it right. Right, I didn't cheat. I saw this light and it was me. I like to laugh, I like to spell, I like to never hear. And if this competition's held, at least I'm finally a part. I feel my heart begin to swell. I like it. I love to spell.
Mr. Godarzi.
Mr. Godarzi got a new iPhone today.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. May I please have a definition?
A fake Mexican food chain.
May you use it in a sentence?
Timmy came home with chips, guacamole, and E. coli from Chipotle.
Chipotle. C-H-I-P-O-T-L-E. Chipotle.
That is correct. Miss Ostrovsky.
Miss Olive Ostrovsky's mother is on a 9-month spiritual quest in India.
Flagellate.
Flagellate. That's a verb, right?
Yes.
May I have a definition?
I'm gonna have to ask you to speak clearly into the microphone. please.
Sorry! Don't be sorry. Just turn and face us.
No, not forward.
Walk back.
Feet behind the microphone. Full body.
Oh,
No,
put
don't
the mic down. You know, this girl really needs to learn how to stand like a champion. Shoulders back, chin up, hair away from the face. Very good. It's a hard age for girls.
I fell.
And boys. See, with this difference, ask a child in the spelling bee if they expect to win. And the correct response from boys is,
I'm taking it all. You're all going down.
while the correct response from girls is,
Honestly, I think I do okay, but I'm not sure if I win the whole thing. See, I'm a good speller, but I'm not a great speller. And though I train hard, there's so much luck involved.
though in my experience, the girls are sometimes thinking,
I'm taking it all! You're all going down! Suckers!
while the boys are sometimes thinking,
I really don't know. Am I good enough? Or not?
I'm wondering, does flagellate have one L or two? Also, if you take the W from answer and the H in ghost and the extra A in aardvark and the T in listen, you can keep saying what, but no one would hear you because the whole word would be silent.
you still need to speak up, Miss Ostrovsky.
Flagellate! F-L-A-G-E-L-L-A-T-E! Flagellate!
Very good on the volume. And correct.
Hey, Elise. Elise. Is that your sister Marigold in the back with the pretty hair? Yeah, that's Marigold.
Miss Silks.
Miss Danielle Silks can say the alphabet backwards, on her head, and in italics.
Xanadu.
Can I please get the definition?
An idyllic, exotic, or luxurious place.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Xanadu. Xanadu.
Xanadu. X-A-N-A-D-U. Xanadu.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is X-A-N-A-D-U. Mr. Barfy.
It's pronounced Barfay.
Mr. Barfay had to be eliminated last year for health-related reasons.
What are the peanuts in the brownies? Because you said there weren't going to be any peanuts in the brownies.
I'm glad to see him back at spelling so well.
Hassenpfeffer.
Yes, of course, Hassenpfeffer. A highly seasoned rabbit stew often served with sour cream.
Rabbit stew, that's correct.
My old friend. One moment, please.
He's going for the foot.
Magic foot, take me to the final round. Magic foot, I'm barely lifted off the ground. A magic foot, I do it without making a sound. Magic foot, right? The letter. Magic foot, write the perfect letter. Magic foot, it's an alphabetical way to spell it. H-A-S-E-N, Hasen. E-F-E-F-F, Cobell. Let's go! Magic foot. Be specific. Magic foot. It's horrific if you're not specific. I'm terrific when I make a word with my foot. Magic foot.
Magic foot, magic foot, magic foot, magic foot.
Don't go kaput.
Magic foot.
Write the stupid letter.
Magic foot.
It's an alphabetical way to spell. Write that letter. Magic foot. Write that perfect letter. Magic foot. It's an alphabetical way to
Magic foot, magic foot, magic foot.
Miss Hood.
Miss Abby Hood never blinks.
Yeah.
Can I have the definition?
A female sheep.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Gretchen the sheep's crush on Johnny. The boy sheep ended when she was told, sorry, he's just not into. Yes.
Y-A-C-K.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is E-W-E. Yeah.
Goodbye, you were good but not good enough. So please don't ask why. Simply say goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Miss Park.
Miss Marcy Park skipped 4th and 5th grades. She's on track to become the youngest high school freshman in parochial school history.
Miss Park, the word is quam.
Quamaquam. A lieutenant or deputy in the Ottoman Empire, a rare exception to the QU rule from the Turkish. Quamaquam. Q-A-I-M-A-Q-A-M. Quamaquam.
That's remarkable.
And correct. Miss Park is all business.
I am not.
Mr. Tolentino.
Marigold. Marigold Coney there.
You have really pretty hair, Marigold.
Chip. Chip. Chip.
I'm sorry. Is it my turn to spell?
Yes.
A rare break in concentration from Mr. Tolentino.
Can you maybe take my turn and I'll take 2 later?
Why would you want to do that?
I'd rather not say.
Well, you can either take your turn now or you can forfeit.
I'll take my turn now.
Another excellent decision by the incumbent.
Tit-up.
What?
The word is tit-up.
Definition, please.
Lively movement or behavior, or to move restlessly. It refers to horse herders. Tit-up. Tit-up. Tit-up.
Tip. T-I-T-U. Oh, wait, no. 2 T's backing up yours, both of them. T-I-T-T-U-P. Tit-up.
I'm sorry, the correct spelling is T-I-T-T-U-P. Tit-up.
But that's exactly what I said.
Oh, no, but first you said T-I-T-U. Oh, wait, 2 T's.
No, but I wasn't sure you heard both of them. I obviously know how to spell it.
If you start to spell a word, you may start over.
I won last year.
Know that good don't always win, so there is nothing you can say to cheer them up when they lose. I want to tell them that disappointment doesn't last forever, but from what I've seen, disappointment lasts like hell. I want to tell them that words don't mean anything, but from what I've seen, words can get you killed. I want to just want to beat them up a little bit to show them that pain has layers and that this is nothing, you little freaks. But that would violate my parole, so I do what I can. I give them a hug and a juice box. I'm here to provide comfort. Let's go, kid.
Miss Brady, can I have another chance, please?
Let's go.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Good Lord, that's what's swell about spelling bees. I am floored by how last year's big cheese became this year's disaster, and eggs and food humanity. It's a wide open jamboree when winners lose surprisingly. Oh, I love what I see. I see hope and possibility when the favorite loses 1, 2, 3.
Bye, sir. Got my spirit. We're so nice here. Don't worry. I'll see you next year, kid. Bye.
Shut up!
Mr. Godarzi.
Mr. Naveed Godarzi won Best Nene at the State Fair.
Caterjunes.
Caterjunes. May I please have a definition?
It has no known definition, but it does exist in the oral tradition Seems to be an old Nantucket whaling term. There was only one written citation.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Okay. The neap tide is upon us. The Leviathan nears. Caterjunes.
Caterjunes. Caterjunes. Caterjunes.
Wow, that is correct.
Wow.
Mr. Godarzy.
Mr. Godarzy was cast as the newest Teletubby in the upcoming series, Teletubbies, Friendship is Magic.
Your word is numino-ultramicroscopic silico-volcano-coniosis.
Yeah, I know that one.
May I please have a definition?
No.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Please spell numino-ultramicroscopic silico-volcano-coniosis. I'm sorry, you missed the silico before the volcano.
Is my prayer.
Snack break, everyone. The restrooms are up in the auditorium lobby and there are concessions outside. We'll see you all in 15 minutes.
Snack break. Snack break. Chocolate chip cookies. M&M's. All for $1. Man, I can't believe they're making me do this. It's so humiliating. You know what? Screw it. Who wants free candy? It is from the shop. Eliminated from the competition, searching for the original. Especially the alpha male. We'll sell goodies at the bake sale. Anyone for brownies? anyone for anything that isn't me. How could I have been eliminated? You wanna know how? You wanna know how? You wanna know why? My fortunate erection is destroying my perfection. Recollection that everything I once did, I did perfect. Loud tears can't defeat it. There you go, Tony. Stars are something is not a thing. I don't play my brain, but I do play my penis. My unfortunate protuberance. Own exuberance. Anyone for evidence. Delicious and appropriate. Anyone for chewy tubers. Expensive. Anyone for buying this crap that I'm selling because my hickey has ruined my family. You wretch, my unfortunate wretch. Whoa. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my world. It's ruining my life. My life. Adult it brings it home. Peculiar rejection, which is why I'm telling this idiot confession. It will ruin your complexion. All because of my unfortunate
See you next year. Are you nuts? Will somebody pick up the peanuts? I can't be near peanuts. You know, you could have been disqualified for that if you hadn't already been eliminated.
You know something, Barf? You may have lost, I may have lost, but you're the biggest loser here.
Well, that is a common misperception. Grow up, please.
See you next year, peanut boy.
Sorry about that. William, right? I'm Olive.
Look, I know your name, and I don't really need pity from a girl named after a vegetable.
It's fruit.
Well, it's a disgusting fruit, and I can't keep them down. I guess it's all right for a name, though.
Did you know that if you switch the first two vowels in Olive, it becomes I love?
And did you know if you switch the first two vowels in Lilia, it becomes Lilia?
Yeah, but you can switch the next two, then it's Will Aim.
Are these really the kinds of things you think about?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm more of a science guy myself.
Well, you're also a really great speller.
Yeah? Thanks. Olive. I love. That's so retarded.
And now for our final spellers. Let's give them a hand. First we have homeschooled from the basin, Reed Cody Bear.
Hi, Mom. I'm in the finals.
From Our Lady of Intermittent Sorrows, Miss Marcy Park.
I'm not all business.
From Cold Spring Country Day, Mr. William Barkey. From Garrison Elementary School, Miss Olive Ostrovsky.
Miss Purdy, my dad is here.
And from the Magnet Grammar School, Miss Logan Schwartz and Grubinier.
got a windy valley.
Here, let's take another picture for her DM.
Dad.
Don't call her that, Carl.
Sorry, her birth mother.
Chicken.
Who would be very proud she could see you spell.
Ugh.
My birth mother lived in Kansas, in a trailer in a farm. Tornadoes. Every now and then she did the fort. Life is made. She cried or hard. She was like the baby when I'm grown, and it hurts like a comic. When I'm depressed by my friends, I just wanna up and run and woe is me, woe is me. Why got a windy valley? Be smart, be cool, be an adult, be remarkably adroit in social situations. Be smart, be cool, be smart, be cool, be smart, be cool, be happy. Which is why you gotta win, which is why
Miss Schwarzenegger, please spell indicant.
Indicant. I-N-D-I-C-A-N-T. Indicant.
Correct. Mr. Koeniger, please spell Volpine.
Volpine. B-U-L-P-I-N-E. Volpine.
Correct. Ms. Ostrowski, Hallex.
Hallex?
Hallex.
H-A-L-L-U-X, Hallex?
Correct. Mr. Barkey,
It's Mark
please spell Palaver.
Palaver. P-A-L-E or Palaver.
That's correct.
I know.
Ms. Park, Robles.
R-O-U-M-E.
Correct. Mr. Schwarzenegger, spell Avia. Correct. Mr. Koeniger, spell Fine. Correct. Ms. Ostrowski, Wong. Mr. Barfi.
It's Mr. Barfi.
Please spell Weevil.
Yes, of course. Weevil. W. E. 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 I. L. Weevil.
That's correct.
I know.
Ms. Schwarzenegger, please spell paragraph.
Part of speech.
Noun.
What?
Form.
For the two weeks?
No.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes.
B-A.
L-I-Q-U-M-E-E. Clap.
That is correct. Mr. Tony Bear. Yes, that is correct. Ms. Park. That is correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. 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 I'm sorry. That isn't correct.
It is?
Yes, the correct ending is I-L-L-A. Chinchilla.
I hear the bell. That, I think, is not an inviting sound. That little ding. To me it brings a plenty bear. I always thought that life was fair. I mean, I never felt a smidgen of despair. They say a bell will break your heart, but just not mine. Since I opine, I think I know I'm smart. Apple juice, please.
Mr. Barfi.
Whatever.
Mr. Barfi has a sea anemone circus in his basement.
My fake mom, Sheila, thinks that my hobbies are weird, but my real mom, Joan, thinks that the science will one day pay off, and also that I will grow up to become incredibly handsome.
Antihistamine.
Antihistamine. Luck of the draw. One moment, please.
Antihistamine. A-N-T-I-H-I-S-T-A-M-I-N-E. Antihistamine, Mr. Panch-E.
Doug Panch.
Will Barfang.
Miss Park.
Miss Park speaks 5 languages.
No, I don't.
Don't you?
No.
Oh, well, it also says that you won your school's handwriting competition.
And does it also say that I get 3 hours of sleep per night? That I hide in the bathroom stall? And that I'm not allowed to cry?
No, it doesn't say that.
Well, it should. And it should also say, I speak 6 languages.
Ah, 6.
Every language easy as the recipe for making jello. I speak 6 languages, and I can say hello, and at least 7 more. Salad, athletics is not good. One has a temperament. Apparently, I have a temperament. Yes, I score some goals. So what face am I as my life unrolls? What amazed am I don't like to brag, and I know 'cause I don't have to, but I speak 6 languages, all American and hockey, and anytime I stretch eyes and without getting scored, I speak 6 languages, and I like the theme from Rocky, though I play Mozart more. So what face am I? And amazed am I? Winning is the job, and she gets no real enjoyment. I speak 6 languages. I am so sick and tired of always being the best and the brightest in every class. 6 lousy languages. And for my height, I'm the lightest of the girls in my class. She knows 6 languages. Now she knows. That was very impressive, especially the ribbon dancing.
Miss Park. The word is camouflage.
Camouflage? Dear Jesus, can't you come up with a harder word than that?
Of course I can, my child.
Jesus?
Marcy?
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good. So is that your prayer, Marcy? For a more difficult word?
Well, yeah, it was, but now that you're here, can I ask you for something better?
I'm here for you, Marcy. Simple toi, je suis ici.
Jesus, I was wondering, what might happen if I didn't win today?
Well, what do you think would happen?
I don't know, I mean, would you be disappointed with me if I lost?
Of course not. But Marcy, I also wouldn't be disappointed with you if you won.
So you're saying it's up to me then?
Yes. And also, this isn't the kind of thing I care very much about.
CAMOUFLA. JZH camouflage!
I flew backward, she flew backward. I flew backward, praise Jesus. Life has such possibilities. Here's where I begin. The bestseller don't necessarily win. I won't win. I won't win. I won't win. Three spellers remain.
Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Dad, I'm in the final three.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please turn off all cell phones and
It's me. It's my dad. Can I answer?
I'm afraid we can't let you do that.
Well, Miss Freddie, maybe you could answer and tell him I made the finals. And I need the $25 entrance fee. Let's allow it just this once. Miss Ostrovsky's line, Rhoda speaking.
Freddie.
Just a minute, Logan.
Doesn't anyone else here care about the rules?
Not really.
Be as insane as a kid at an Easter egg hunt. My Carl that says that other than Arbor Day, Easter is the gayest holiday there is. I find it somewhat contradictory to the religious basis of the holiday, but I guess not much about a pink bunny who delivers chocolate screams heterosexual. That's why we celebrate at the Big Gay Easter Parade in New Orleans, Louisiana. But this year we couldn't go because it's a ninth speed. It's definitely a cultural celebration for us because my family isn't religious. The only things in my dad's worship are karaoke, Grey Goose martinis, and Lady Gaga.
Does anyone mind if we could just get back to the spelling?
I've been waiting for my word.
I gave you your word.
No, you didn't.
Didn't I give her the word?
No.
My apologies.
Sluice.
Sleuth. May I please have a definition?
It is an artificial passage for water with a valve or a gate to stop or regulate flow.
Are there any alternate definitions?
Yes. A channel to drain or carry off surplus water.
Are there any alternate?
Yes, it is a body of water pent up behind a floodgate.
Are there any alternate definitions?
Why don't you just quit stalling and spell the damn word?
Principal Patch!
Vice Principal Patch! Vice Principal. They won't let me be principal.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Blue, that's all you I see. Blue! That is correct. What is wrong with you?
No. Please. Oh no, now they got the ex-convicts carrying me out.
Thanks, sweetie. I'll take it from here. Give me a little privacy, please. Hey, Logan. You're okay. Fuck up. Oh no, that's no good. Oh, no, leave it there. Don't clean it up. The foot. We have to disable the foot.
What foot?
The magic foot.
Wouldn't that be wrong?
Do you want to win?
Yes, but I believe in ethical conduct.
And isn't having a magic foot an unfair advantage?
Well, I don't have a magic foot.
Or a mother.
Can we please put all parents back in their seats? This is not a soccer game.
You're lucky your parents are in India. No, only my mom is.
My dad is coming in from work.
I apologize for my incident. In my defense, I would like to point out that I am lactose intolerant. Ms. Ostrovsky.
What did my dad say? Your father says he's on his way and he'll discuss the fee with you when he gets here. But did he say what time he was going to get here?
Miracle.
What was the word?
Miracle.
May I have a definition?
It means unreal, imaginary, visionary.
Wildly fanciful. Highly unrealistic.
fills my room. Dear, if you should feel my gloom, blame it on me, blame it on your daddy and family, 'cause depression runs in our family. I love you. I love you. I love everything about you, babe. And I swear it's true. I love you. And my dad says I love you. I love everything about you, baby. Maybe it's true. I love I wrote you a letter, how I found the spelling bee such fun. Mama, mama, mama. But you didn't react, and you never asked me if I'd join you in the Broadway sun. Mama, mama, mama. I had quietly cried. When are you returning? I know we agreed. Tell me what you're learning. All I have, oh God, is sleep. I think Dad is angry, Mom, and I do not know what to do. Mama, mama, mama. Shiny and home. I think he takes out on me what he wants to take out on you. Mama, mama, mama. How I wish you were home. How I wish you were home. How I wish you were. Wish you Chimerical. Highly unrealistic. Wildly fanciful.
That is correct. Mr. Barfi. Crepuscule.
I'm sorry.
Crepuscule.
Crepuscule. One moment.
William.
C-R-E-P. Crap. U-S.
there's something sticky. I'll take it from the crap. U-S.
We need a spelling now, please.
Can I wash my foot off first?
Now, William.
May I have the definition?
Okay. It means twilight.
Twilight. Can you use it in a sentence?
She thought she was walking into the dawn, but it turns out it was the crepuscule.
Ew. Crepuscule. C-R-E-P. U-S-U-L-E, crepuscule.
That is correct. Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Mom, I did it without the foot.
I'd just like to say that I can do this on my own.
Vug.
Vug. That's the whole word, Vug?
Yes.
Can you use it? Language of origin?
Cornish dialect, a Latin derivative.
Cornish. That's like English with a Dutch influence. Vug. V-U-G-G-H-E, Vug.
I'm sorry. The correct answer is V-U-G. Vug.
Simple.
So simple.
I'm sorry, Dad. I overcomplicated. I hope you still love me, America. America. I gave it my best try. If you still don't love me, America, I understand why you hate Luther. So do I. I'm How exciting!
Will the final two spellers please step forward?
Now, the rule states that we must continue spelling until someone misses a word. And at that point, the final speller must spell the next word correctly in order to win the B.
Oh boy and oh girl, only two remain. I feel joy, but I also feel pain because I know what's coming. Joy never comes for free. In a moment, he or she will enter spelling history, feeling triumphantly. In this moment of perfect sincerity, I hear triumphant sounds of timpani. It's my favorite moment of the
Mr. Barfield.
Corsia.
Corsia.
Illspile.
Illspile.
Zoonosis.
Zoonosis, yes, of course, but that happened to be the longest word that can be flipped upside down and it's still the same word.
Fabaceae.
Fastiai. It doesn't happen to be the longest word that can be played on a musical instrument.
Chromatophore.
Chromatophore. And if you were to rearrange the letters of that word, would you be able to form the phrase, Mr. Pooh ate a rock?
Or Chief Who, Mr.
Hop home, carrot.
Hop home, cohort.
Mr. Barfi, please spell astrobooty.
I'm loving every minute.
Astro.
Who knew I'd have this thirst?
A-S-T.
To think that I might win it is astounding news, and I'm about to burst. How wonderful it feels to stand so close to burst.
B-L-E.
I'll make it happen, and not as previously reckoned, 'cause I will not come in second. I hate to come in second. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I will not come in second.
M-E, astrobooty.
Correct, Miss Ostrowski, Eland Wessels.
Am I a red son or a Yankee?
Will come in second. People are scared of me and no one really likes me. I won't come in second. They all live to think I'm distracted by your eyes and your smile and your hair too. Oh, the things I do not dare to. My fears are odious and fecund. You will not outrank me, I will wave my hanky second. I won't come in second. I won't come in second.
Sorry, the correct spelling is E-L-A-N-G-U-E-S-C-E-N-C. That is incorrect.
Now remember, no child can win on another speller's mistake. Mr. Barfi must get the next word correctly to take the Putnam Bee.
Are you ready? William.
Yes, thank you, Doug. I am ready.
Then please spell Weltanschauung.
Yes, of course. Weltanschauung means one's personal perspective or philosophy, the way you look at the world.
That is correct.
I know.
You.
Weltanschauung.
We have a winner!
Champion! Champion! Champion at the Putnam County Spelling.
Thank you all very much.
Now, on behalf of our sponsors, the Putnam Optometrist, you have to see us to believe us. We would like to present you, William Morris Barfay, with a $200 savings bond towards your future education.
I've worked so hard for this moment. All my life, I have only been able to breathe out of one nostril. And I would just like to say, today is no exception.
And this year, we also have a runner-up prize.
We do?
Yes, we do. As you know, if the winner cannot fulfill his or her duties as a spelling bee champ, the runner-up must step in and assume all spelling responsibilities. So this year, our sponsors would like to offer a whopping $25 cash prize to the second place finisher. Nice going, Miss Ostrowski.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you. Miss Freddie, I can pay for the fee now.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Good fee.
Thanks, Ostrowski. You too.
Well, I made a dumb mistake on e-line lessons.
No, not really. I didn't know how to spell that word either.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're right. I totally knew how to spell that word.
Hey, Bart,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Oh, of course.
Oh!
Shut up.
Vice Principal Panch found a new passion in life. Her name was Rona Lisa Peretti. After courting her tirelessly for over 2 years, she eventually took out a restraining order on him. Still, he was grateful for the opportunity to experience love.
Rona Lisa Peretti left Putnam County for a stretch and brought competitive spelling to the less fortunate. She hosted national bees in Latvia, Sweden, and the Republic of Guinea-Bissau, where she fell in love with an indigenous cashew farmer and became one of the top realtors in that country. Midge Mahoutney discovered a new talent at the Putnam Bee, so she made her community service lifelong, comforting eliminated spellers and frustrated educators across the nation. Over the years, she kept up with the scores of people she comforted. Dear me.
Dear me.
Chip Tolentino made it through his adolescence, and in the course of time came to appreciate his erection. As did many others.
Marcy Park continued to explore the freedom of not living up to expectations. She later wrote a book called Not Living Up to Expectations. It did not live up to expectations, and she is very happy.
Leaf Coney Bear has cats!
Logan, Thorth, and Grubenier won the 31st annual Putnam County Spelling Bee on her 7th try and final year of eligibility. She then went on to become Secretary of Education under President Michelle Obama. Her speech therapy was completely successful.
William Morris Barfay studied for nationals with his new friend, Oliver Ostrowski. He came in 42nd, top 50. In later years, he went on to become incredibly handsome and gained fame and notoriety for his work in the combined scientific fields of psychiatry and podiatry, otherwise known as post-skiatry.
Ostrovsky reenacted the entire bee for her father in the car ride home, and she became a loving and attentive parent. And the host of her own radio talk show, where every year she would interview the runner-up on the Putnam County Spelling Bee.
At the 25th annual